Okay, good morning, everyone. I am Brad Miller. I am the Chief Executive Officer of PSTA, and I am honored to be here at USF St. Pete to kick off this great partnership that we have struck with the university. That's what this UPASS program is all about. Again, it's a partnership, so USF St. Pete is paying PSTA the amount that their students were already paying to ride the bus. So we benefit from that. Students benefit from that by now having all students and faculty at the university be able to ride for free just by showing their ID badge. What that means not only is convenience and money savings, but we will see undoubtedly increased ridership. No longer will you have to pay $2, which is the cost to ride the bus, just to go to lunch up in just a few blocks away. You can just hop on the bus for free and come back. If you talk to St. Pete, USF St. Pete students, let them know that their registration for courses here at the college, university, gets them free transportation. That could save them up to $10,000 a year versus owning and operating a car.
On behalf of the PSTA board, our administration, and our employees, I'd like to thank USF St. Petersburg for this wonderful partnership and for all the work you do in our community to prepare students for future success. I'd also like to thank our outstanding Congressional Representative Kathy Castor for your strong support of public education, public transportation, and your leadership on so many important issues in our community and in our nation. I'd also want to thank USF St. Pete's Jennifer Winter, the Sustainability Coordinator, for working so closely with our staff to bring this to fruition. You know, USF is about opportunity and preparing our students for success. PSTA has a complementary role in physically connecting our citizens with opportunities throughout the community, connecting them to education opportunities, connecting them to healthcare opportunities, connecting them to employment opportunities. And that's why the UPASS program is so important. It is an extension of PSTA's core mission of providing access to opportunity for our entire community. The UPASS program, as Brad outlined, really is a smart way for us to provide bus service. We take a fixed payment from USF and from our other UPASS partners, and in return, every part of the USF St. Pete family, students, faculty, and staff, simply have to show their ID and they can ride without any additional cost around the county. And there are many benefits. It means that students now have an additional transportation option. I am excited about where we are as a community. I know that many students work, and this will provide another option for our students not only to get to USF St. Pete, but also to get to jobs around the county. And it also, as many of us saw today, will help reduce parking demand around USF St. Pete for everyone that chooses to take public transit instead of driving a car. There are so many benefits to this plan. It makes sense. It is a true partnership. And the question I know I would get from my 21-year-old daughter is, do the buses have Wi-Fi? Yes, by the end of the year, every bus will have Wi-Fi, so when you take public transit to USF St. Pete or to your job or to healthcare, you can be on Facebook, you can be studying, you can text safely, and you can use public transit and be environmentally sustainable. This is a win-win. This is a smart project for USF St. Pete and for PSTA, and I just want to thank everyone for being involved. And now I would like to introduce, as I said, a true leader, a true champion for public education and public transportation and for opportunity, our own Representative Kathy Castor. Kathy.
Well, good morning, everybody. Rocky, come on up here with me. You know, that's why. I saw what Rocky was doing during your remarks, so I'm going to have Rocky up here with me. Hey, Rocky, what a great day for USF St. Pete students, huh? Go Bulls! I mean, think about the benefit this will be to our USF St. Pete students. Have you seen them walking around here with their backpacks, trying to get to where they're going? This is such a dynamic campus now. We've got to ensure that these students on the go can get where they're going, whether it's to a job, whether it's to the library, whether it's to the football game across the way, any of the sports. Now this morning I had an opportunity to ride the bus. I had Transit Town Hall where you weren't giggling at that. No, okay. No, this is very serious. I caught the bus here and rode the route throughout South St. Pete and talked to folks. And you know what when I asked what was on their minds, what could help them connect to jobs, they said more frequent bus service. So to the board of PSTA that has that in their focus, I want to thank you, because you're making all the difference in their lives, being able to connect them to their jobs. I also met a student from St. Pete College and asked her if she used the bus pass, the UPass, and she said it's been a godsend for her. She goes to school on the Pell Grant and is trying to avoid having to take out student loans. She showed me, she said, all I have to do is take my student ID out, and that's my bus pass, and I can get to where I'm going. And now the USF St. Pete students will have the same benefit. And when you look at the numbers of how many have taken advantage of the UPass already here in Pinellas County, it's anywhere from 750 to over 2,500 per day. So now add on all of the USF St. Pete students, and that number will continue to grow. So thank you, USF St. Pete. Thank you, PSTA.
So when it comes to transportation for our students, we need ways of getting around, but it needs to be at a lower cost. I'm one of those broke college kids who's struggling to pay for classes and books, let alone a sort of car payment or anything else you want to throw in there. So being a local commuter, it really means a lot to me to know that I have another option now of getting around, just getting downtown where I work, where I play, right, a short trip to St. Pete, USF. And I know it means a lot to our growing campus too, because we've got more and more residents staying on campus, and a lot of them don't actually have cars. So they're on foot, they're on bikes, they're having to get around, and with a stop right here, next to our campus, where our beautiful new native plant garden is. It's a lovely spot to sit and pick up the bus for free. So I'd like to thank our university, PSTA, everyone involved, and on behalf of all the students, thank you so much.